How are you, my dear? Am I audible? Okay. First of all, before listening my speech, you recite Durud upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Maulana Muhammadin barik sallim. Salatu wa salamun alayka ya Rasulullah ya Habibullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today I am going to recite Surah Mulk. Surah Mulk, it is a 67th chapter of the Quran, and this surah protect that person who recite this surah, that protect its reciter from the punishment of the grave. You know, my dear, that's why you listen carefully and try to understand and share whatever you execute, whatever you listen. Okay, my dear? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Allah's name, the most gracious, the most merciful. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. It is the first words of the Surah Mulk. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. The most blessed, in whose control is the entire kingdom. The most blessed, most powerful, in their control is entire kingdom, who is Allah. He is powerful over all things. وهو على كل شيء قدير. He is powerful over all these things. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated in this words about the mankind's, about the jinn. It says, what is the purpose of the human? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent you in this world? Only one purpose. What is the purpose? That الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. In order that you may be tested. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you in this world that you may be tested. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. He who created death and life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created mankind and bestowed them death and life. He who created death and life in order that you may be tested. Whose deed is best amongst you? My dear, you came in this world. You consider that you are sitting in the exam hall, exam cell. You are consider yourself in this world. When will you pass in this world? Will you found your reward? You know that you will be tested. He is the most honorable, the most forgiveness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِي خَلَقَ سَبْعَ سَمَاوَاتٍ طِبَاقًا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated himself, own self, that says, الَّذِي خَلَقَ سَبْعَ سَمَاوَاتٍ طِبَاقًا. And says, the one who created the seven. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created, الَّذِي خَلَقَ سَبْعَ سَمَاوَاتٍ. Seven heavens, created seven heavens, above the above. مَا تَرَى فِي خَلْقِ الرَّحْمَنِ مِنْ تَفَاوُتٍ. And says, and what inconsistency do you see in the creation of the Lord, in the creation of the God, in the creation of the Allah? You can see the heavens upon you. Is any inconsistency do you see, my dear? No. Without pillar, all the heavens are staying without pillar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِي خَلَقَ سَبْعَ سَمَاوَاتٍ طِبَاقًا. The one who created seven heavens, one above the another above. And says, And what inconsistency do you see in the creation of the God, in the creation of the Allah? So lift your gaze. To lift your gaze says, ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فرجع البصر. So lift your gaze again and observe. Can you see any defectiveness? No. Mankind, no problem, brother. What happened? No problem. Don't worry. Where are you from? Okay. No problem, my dear. Where are you from? Ramjit Yadav. Nepal. Oh, so nice. Then lift your gaze and your gaze will return towards you. Executed failed. I'm from Lucknow. Lucknow, the capital of UP. Have you celebrated the Happy Deepavali? Why are you abusing, bro? What happened? ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو الحسير. Then lift your gaze and your gaze will return towards you. Executed, failed. And after in second verse says, وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ وَجَعَلْنَاهَا رُجُومًا لِلشَّيَاطِينِ. And we have indeed adorned the lower heavens with lamps. चल साइड निकल. क्या हुआ? وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ وَجَعَلْنَاهَا رُجُومًا لِلشَّيَاطِينِ. And we have indeed adorned the lower heavens with the lamp. The card says, and indeed we have adorned the lower heavens with the lamps, and I made them weapon against the devils, and have prepared for them a punishment of the blazing fire. For those has been prepared blazing fire, you know. When they will be put into, they will hear. And for those who disbelieve in their Lord, for them is the punishment of the hell, and what an evil outcomes, you know. And for those who disbelieve in their Lord, for them is the punishment of the hell and evil outcomes. إِذَا أُلْقُوا فِيهَا سَمِعُوا لَهَا شَهِيقًا وَهِيَ تَفُورُ. When they will put into it, they will hear ferocity at its boils. إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لا شيء يتفور. When they will be put into it, they will they will hear its dreadful ferocity as its boil. Allahu Akbar. تكاد تميز من الغيظ. It seems that it will explode with extreme rage. Allahu Akbar. تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج صالم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير. It seems that it will explode with the extreme rage. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and when the will put into the dwellers of the hell, they will hear dreadful ferocity. Allahu Akbar. Dreadful ferocity as its boil. When you boil the water, anything in the when water boils, like the sound you listen, as it's similarly, the sound of the hell is similar to whatever you boil water, and it seems that it will explode with the extreme rage. And saying again, whenever a group will be put into that mean in the hell. When a group will put into in the hell, its guard will ask them. Guard means warner. Did warner not come to you that time? كلما ألقي فوج صالم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. They say, and they will respond. वो लोग कहेंगे, why not? Indeed, Warner did come to us. They will say, a Warner did come to us, but we then belied him and said, Allah has not revealed anything. You are not but in great error. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you are not but in antum illa fi dalalin kabir. You are not but in great error. But mean you are only great error. This is your misconception, misguidance. This is your wrong thoughts. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nothing on the Prophet. And قالوا لو كنا نسمع ونأكل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. وقالوا لو كنا نسمع ونأكل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير. And they will say, who say? That who? Dwellers of the hell. That dwellers of the hell who are putting into the hell. They say, had we listened or understood, fine, understood, we would not have therefore been among us the dwellers of the hell. You know, Walaikum Assalam. Ji, khairiyat hai. Rahmani Agency, I hope you are Abdul Rahman bhai. Please. So nice, fantastic. और क्या हाल है हजरत? काफ़ी दिन से लाइव नहीं थे, मैं सोचा थोड़ा सा लाइव आते हैं यार। वैसे भी कुछ कर नहीं पाते तो लाइव ही आ जाए कम से कम। टाइम नहीं मिलता कि वीडियो शूट कर दें। कभी याद वगैरह कर लिया करें, हुजूर इस नाचीज़ को भी याद कर लिया करें। जी, इस वक्त कहाँ पे आप हैं? कहाँ पे तशरीफ़ फरमाएं? माशाल्लाह। पढ़ा रहे हैं मतलब दरस निज़ामी है कि वैसे? चलिए सही है। कुछ जगह होगा हमें भी बताएं भाई, हम भी पढ़ा वढ़ाएं थोड़ा बहुत। कहाँ चले गए आप? जी ज़रूर बोलिए, मैं भी थोड़ा बहुत कुछ अपना पढ़ ही लेता हूँ यार उसके बाद। एक मिनट एक मिनट। इसको कंप्लीट कर दूँ। इन्नल्लज़ीना यख़शौना रब्बहुम बिल-ग़ैबि लहुम मग़फ़िरतुम व अजरुन कबीर। इन्नल्लज़ीना यख़शौना रब्बहुम बिल-ग़ैबि लहुम मग़फ़िरतुम व अजरुन कबीर। Indeed, those who fear their Lord without sin, for them is a forgiveness and great reward. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, Indeed, those who fear their Lord without sin, for them is a forgiveness and great reward. And وَأَسِرُّوا قَوْلَكُمْ إِذَا جَهَرُوا بِهِ إِنَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. You know? Hello. Hi. You know, heart is within the hearts. أَلَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ خَلَقَ وَهُوَ اللَّطِيفُ الْخَبِيرُ. Does he who created not know? هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا وفمشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور آمنتم من في السماء أن يخسف بكم الأرض فإذا هي تمور آمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاسبا فتعلمون كيف نذير ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. Does he not know who created you? Only he is the one who knows the every complexity and way of everything. Whatever you do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is aware of everything, whatever you do. And sometimes people's thoughts, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not showing anything, he's not watching you. Then after that, they're doing that work, and illicit desires, fulfill their illicit desires, and immorality, and people says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not watching them, but Allah watch you.